the next act, ladies and gentlemen, yes? Okay then, shall we start it off with the clapping, the whipping, the cheering, the holding, 1, 2, 3, and it's spreading around the room, and it's getting louder. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the stage, Mr. Jim Park!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. You look like a nice bunch of people.
We are.
Good, because appearances can be deceptive. What I've come to talk to you tonight about is about sex, which is a lovely backdrop for that subject, and politics. Now, how many people here hate politicians? Good. How many people here like sex? I like sex, even at my age. We have a rapport. We can communicate. That's good. What I've come to do, because you might be a bit suspicious of me, especially with the stash, always a bit dodgy since the days of Freddie Mercury. I have come to start it blue tonight to reclaim the moustache for the heterosexual male. And having said that, no offence to any gay friends who may be in this evening. I actually think that being hetero or being gay has its disadvantages compared to being bisexual, because that at least doubles your chances of getting a lumber on a Saturday night. You know what I mean? Moustaches, of course, can have their hazards. 2 weeks ago, my girlfriend had a bikini wax. I ended up with the Velcro effect. Just think about it. Okay? And I'm tripping up. The most powerful man in the world, ladies and gentlemen, George W. Bush. We're back on here again, aren't we? Bush, ladies. How could you name an evangelical Christian after a fanny? You know, George came out with a really good one last week. You know, he said, and we shall continue the war against terrorism. That is why I shall retain the death penalty for suicide bombers. And this guy's the most powerful man in the world. Did you know that the First Lady, she's a bit younger than George, but she suffers from premenopausal tension? Did you know that? And George came down one morning into the Oval Office, and there was Dick Cheney, the Vice President, and he said, "George, you look like shit." He said, "The First Lady's got PMT." He said, "George, you're dealing with an AIDS epidemic. You're dealing with climate change. You're dealing with terrorism throughout the world." He said, "Yeah, but you can negotiate with the fucking terrorists." Okay, probably George wouldn't have used that word. Fuck, okay? Because he probably doesn't enjoy it very much anyway. Unlike the previous incumbent at the White House, Bill Clinton. Remember Bill? Zippergate. Monica Lewinsky, remember? A blowjob when he was on the telephone. At the time of Zippergate, they did a survey of 1,000 women in Washington, D.C. And they said, "Would you sleep with Bill Clinton?" 77% responded by saying, "Never again." The thing about Bill was, he thought safe sex was in fact when Hillary was out of town. Okay? Now, that's politics. That's politics. Bill got his head blown off. Kennedy got assassinated. I mean, I don't see why Monica couldn't have been like every other American citizen. If she wanted some dick in the White House, all she had to do was vote for it. But I often think that reality does in fact, try to get my glasses on here, that reality is more important sometimes than things you can talk about in comedy. Listen to this. This is in today's Metro. I'll just read it to you. Attractive, bubbly, larger than life, looking for someone who can see the beauty within. Isn't that lovely? Non-smoker, likes dogs for romance. On that thought, thanks so much for coming out on a cold evening like this to listen to me, and good night, and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Parr! So, are we ready to cheer and whoop and holler for act number 3? Yes?